Hi there, welcome back to my channel. For those who don't know me, I am Prerna and I have been working with Qatar Airways for about 6 years, and now I have decided to share my knowledge with everyone out there, those who are aspiring to work in aviation, those who are looking forward to understand how the industry works and if they have a job opportunity there. I have prepared my notes here today so that I can talk about different things. So today what we are actually focusing on is understanding what is aviation and what are the job opportunities that you might actually have in this booming industry in India. Start with just the introduction of this. As you might know, with the upcoming industry, so many of these new airlines coming to India or all over the world, all across the world, you can get it in the news that this airline has come up or now this one has merged and they have become something new, like so many of them. So with this, you might be able to understand that now we have a huge opportunity for all the unemployed people or all the students or all the young ones who are looking forward to do something fun, something exciting, and as well as get paid for doing it. So these airlines, they have a huge sector where you can look for jobs, not only as a cabin crew, not only as a pilot, which is like these two are the better known things to people that, okay, I'll fly, I'll become a cabin crew, or I'll fly, I'll become a pilot. But that's not, there are so many different stratas of things where you can work in aviation. You could work in catering, you could work in cleaning, you can work as a ground service agent, you can work in customer service, you can work at the airport, you can be at the security, right? You can be at the document check, you can become a flight controller, you can be in baggage handling. Like, there are so many things that this list will never end, right? There are so many things. So why are just people fixated on cabin crew or pilot as of now? I'd rather say just on cabin crew majorly, because, well, for pilot you need to be able to invest a huge amount of money before you actually get some returns on it. So I'm usually seeing people just fixating on that one, this is my dream job, I want to become a cabin crew. Which is a good thing. If you know what you want to do, definitely it's a good thing. You should go for it, you should apply for it, and if you're good enough, you will get through it. But today what I'm talking about is not cabin crew, but rather ground services. So how does the ground service work? What are the requirements? Do you need a degree? What is the height or the body mass index requirements for this? Or what is the job profile, because people are not so much aware about it. And what about the lifestyle? So many people I've met, especially their parents, are really scared that what if my child is being forced to do something which is something they don't want to do, or any of these sorts of things. So I'm here to clarify all your confusions, everything for you here. So let's start with what is ground services. So if you have ever traveled on an airline, you would see people at the check-in counter, boarding gate or transfer desk. Which means these staff, they do not fly like cabin crew or pilots, but they work at the ground in the airport. So they remain in one city. They don't get to fly every day, like flying is not their job. They have to remain in one city and like one base, whatever is their base, they have to be there, and then they have to commute to the airport every day or whenever their shift is. But that does not mean that you have a stable shift, that's for sure. Because when you're working in an airport, the airport works 24/7. So you have to make sure that you are reaching on shift on time. The shift can be in the morning, in the evening, in the afternoon, anytime. Night shift, all of these are possible. So you do have shift job, but you don't have to fly every day. Now, what are your responsibilities if you talk about? So as a ground service agent, you could be put at the check-in counter where you accept people's baggage and then you provide them with a boarding pass. You could be at the boarding gate where you board the people before they go inside the aircraft, or be placed at the transfer desk where if anyone has missed their flight or if they have some other sort of problem, then you would be able to assist them. You could also become a flight controller where you will allocate seats to all the people or the customers who are traveling on your airline, following the rules of the airline. Or you could be placed at the baggage handling department where you have to make sure that the right customer gets the right bag, or in case any baggage is damaged or lost, then you are the one taking care of it. So these are the main 4 or 5 departments which I was talking about, where you could be placed as a ground service agent. Your job is mostly to talk to people, check documents, give correct documents to the correct person, make sure everyone is boarded. You're dealing with people, that is like majorly what you're doing with. And then a little bit of computer system and a lot of moving. You wouldn't be waiting at one place, definitely. You'd be moving around a lot from one part of the airport to another. So now that you understand what the job is, you are providing customer service to the customers on ground. Okay. Now that you have understand this, let's talk about what are the requirements of working as a ground service agent or customer service agent. Also, there are other names like airport agent, airport handling staff, airline ground staff. You could check. It depends from airline to airline. What is the title that they want to give to their staff? So let's understand what are the requirements of this job. So some of the airlines, they want a degree, a complete degree, or at least you should be in the final year of your graduation. Only then you can apply. While there are some other airlines which also allow you to work once you have passed your 12th standard. Depending on which airline you are applying for, you will have to check the requirements and then apply accordingly. Then if I come to a body mass index or height requirements or glasses, unlike cabin crew, there is no rule against that you should not be wearing any glasses. There is no such rule. Same with your height, because you don't have to work under any emergency situation unlike cabin crews. So there is no restriction for height as well. There is no restriction for height or glasses. But if we talk about the body mass index, I understand that ground service is a little bit more lenient rather than if compared to the flying department. But you should definitely have a pleasing personality, because you're dealing with people who are already angry, and if you are looking like, if you are not in your best form, if you look like you just woke up from your sleep, if you don't look tidy, then it might not come off as positive as you would want it to be. So you should be able to present yourself in a proper manner, in a neat and tidy manner, in a positive manner, that when someone meets you, someone looks at you, they should feel that, oh, okay, I want to talk to this person. You should have this friendly and approachable aura where you don't look like, don't come to me, don't talk to me. It shouldn't be like this. You should have a smile on your face. You should be able to talk to people, and definitely you should have communication skills. And I would like to emphasize on this thing that English and communication are two different things. A person could be very proficient in the language and yet not be able to speak in front of 10 people. On the other hand, if I would say that this person has good communication skills, when he or she speaks, 10 or 20 or 100 people who are not even related to this person anyhow, they would feel like, okay, I want to listen to this person. Seems like this person is saying something very important. So communication skills and English, both you can learn. It's not something that you cannot learn. But just know that where you're working at, if you feel that you need to work more on your communication skills, then do it. Do the exercises which will help you better your communication skills. And if you feel that you lack in the language, it's easy. It's just a language. A language cannot come in between you and your dreams. It should not, right? So just work hard and then you should be able to get through it. So yeah, this is about the height and the weight. Body mass index, as I was talking about, body mass index is very easy to find. You can just put it on the internet, that find my body mass index. You just have to put your height and your weight, and then it will show you what's your BMI. So 18 to 24 is the normal BMI. If you're under 18, then it means that you're underweight. If you're over 24, then you're overweight. And if you're more than 30, then you are obese. Anyway, these are the basic standards which the companies follow. You should just be able to check this online. You should know your weight and your height, and then you should be able to figure it out. If I talk about the salary of a ground staff, so in India, the basic starting salary is about 15,000, around 15,000. It's not I'm not telling you 100% correct, but that's about 15,000. If you are starting at a smaller base, let's say I come from Indore, so we don't have a lot of flies there working, which is why when I wanted to check a job in Indore, it was about 14 to 15,000 as the salary. And then you might get travel allowance or night shift allowance. That depends on the company you're working for. But if you're working at a larger base, let's say Mumbai or Delhi, has lots of flights going on every day, every hour, which means that you will have more work to do, but you will also get paid better, maybe like around 20-25 could be your starting salary. And then as you grow along with this, there are so many options. You start as an agent, then you become senior, then you become supervisor, then you become duty officer, duty manager, higher to that. So you gradually go up you follow your way, you follow the path. If I have to talk about the pros of working as a ground service agent, I would say definitely the first one is ticket. If you're working in airline, you would get tickets for sure. It's not always free tickets. Sometimes you have to pay a little bit amount or the tax depending on the airline you're working for. So the first thing is you get tickets. The second thing is you get discount on other items, maybe let's say restaurants or hotels or certain brands which have collaborated with your company. So you might be able to get a 25% discount, 30% discount with those. Also, you might get discount at the airport for all the items that you want to buy. Then I would say that this is a more stable job because you don't have to move from your place. Once you are at your base, you would be there. You would be at home and you would just have to commute to work and then come back. Unlike, I would say, like flying, it looks easy, it looks so much fun, but in my another video I will talk in depth about what they also have to do, and the job which looks so much fun initially is not so much fun. So I feel that this one is more stable. And also, if you are someone who doesn't like flying, or maybe your parents are so strict that they do not allow you to fly, or maybe you are young for that, so I would suggest that you can definitely go for ground services. Or if you just want to start, you want to see how the aviation industry works, then maybe you can just like this could be your introduction to the industry and you can understand how it works. You would know the ins and outs and everything. Regarding the age, you should be able to work. You have to be above 18. If it comes to the cons of working in aviation or cons of working as a ground service agent, I would say that the salary, the initial salary, I would say is not so much. Like it's not a lot. You could maybe be able to get it at some other place. And I would also say that when it comes to a shift job, you might be facing certain problems with your health because some days will pass by and you won't even be able to see the sun because maybe you're doing like evening shift or night shift. So this is a possibility. And also sometimes it's difficult to deal with people, like as much as we would like to think that, oh, it's just humans like me, like you. But when someone's angry, when you are working in a situation where you just have to deal with people continuously for 8 hours, 10 hours, it does get tiring sometimes. So I would say that these are people who have to work under pressure most of the time because aviation industry is very time bounded and you have to make sure that your each and every flight goes on time. Even 1 minute of delay and you have to give an answer to your superiors that why was the flight delayed, what happened, this and that. So you have to work constantly under pressure. That's something which is not so fun. But still, I would say all in all, it's a good start. You get to travel, you meet new people, you get to make new friends, and working in an airport is like one of the safest places I have ever been to. It was another experience. Like 3 a.m. in the night, I would be out in the airport, of course, but I never felt unsafe. So if you have any preconceptions or misconceptions about working in an airport, I can assure you it's a very safe place, it's a very safe environment, one of the safest, as I have said. The police are there everywhere and no one can even dare to touch you or even look at you in a bad way. No, that's not going to happen. If you are a woman and you're still thinking if you should go for it or not, in India especially, I have heard that they do provide transportation facility where someone would come and pick you up, like the designated driver would come and pick you up from your home and then drop you at the airport and then they will bring you back, which was also provided to us when I was working in Qatar Airways, especially during night shifts and all. I've heard in India they provide it so that they ensure your safety. That's about it. I hope I was able to shed some light on working as a ground service agent and how does it work, what is the job, everything. In my next video, I will talk about how you can apply for the job, what's the process of the interview, what are some important interview questions that you should prepare, what are the do's and don'ts of that, should you join aviation or not. And I also want to talk about actually if you should take classes. Let's say you have decided that you want to join aviation, then should you be taking classes or not? So there are certain things that I want to discuss with you, and if you enjoyed this video, if you felt that you were able to get the information which I talked about is what you were hoping for, what you were expecting, please do let me know in the comment section. And again, if you feel that maybe something was missing or maybe this thing should be covered in the next video, again let me know in the comment section. I will definitely reply to you, respond to you and cater to what you need. I enjoyed recording this video a lot and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Take care.